Mazuma TV back with another video. Last one for the night. Alright guys, let's talk about Terence Bud Crawford versus John the Gladiator. The Gladiator, John Molina Jr. Alright guys, I feel like this is a pretty solid fight. I mean, I feel like Terence Crawford could have got a better fight. I mean, I would have preferred to see Terence Crawford face Felix Diaz Jr. But it is what it is, man. This is a pretty solid fight. I'm imagining they're fighting in Omaha. You know, Terence Crawford has a pretty big fan base over in his hometown, and he's going against a pretty solid warrior in John Molina. John Molina is famous for doing that crazy ass fight with Lucas Matisse. I think he ended up getting stopped, but he dropped Matisse a couple times and put on a fucking war, man. Also known for fighting Broner, was pretty much a one-sided beating for Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner outboxed the shit out of John Molina. John Molina only landed like one hard-ass punch, and Broner ate it, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. And then he came off of a pretty impressive victory against Ruslan Provodnikov. Was jabbing his life away, but was able to get the victory. But besides all of that, I feel like, I mean, this is an early fight prediction for me just because I feel like it's so obvious. I obviously have to go with Terence Crawford. You know, pretty much the more talented fighter. You know, would definitely be able to outbox John Molina in my opinion. I don't see how John Molina wins this fight other than landing a hard punch. You know, John Molina is a hard puncher. Um, that's what Hank Lundy said, and I believe Hank Lundy has faced both of these guys, and he says that John Molina can crack, and apparently so because the man has a high knockout percentage. Knocked out Mickey Bay, one of Mayweather's fighters, in the last round. I think it was the last round, and I think he was getting shut out. He came back with a crazy knockout. So that's pretty impressive. He definitely has some game changing power. Um, but I just feel like that isn't enough for a guy like Terence Crawford, and I feel like Terence Crawford has the ability to stop John Molina as well. I feel like Terence Crawford can just turn on that switch whenever he wants to. You know, he could be that beautiful slick boxer in the ring, but I just feel like once it's like a light switch. Once he turns that switch on, it's a wrap. Like it's a wrap for that opponent. I feel like whenever he wants to step on the gas, he will, and if he wants to take his time, he will. It's pretty much whatever he wants to do. However he approaches John Molina, whether he wants to outbox him or even stop him, I feel like he could do both in my personal opinion. John Molina definitely won't go down easy. We know that for a fact. But you know, your legs can only hold your body up for so long when you taking precise, hard punches from Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Um, but it is what it is. Like I always say. Um, but the thing is, here's the thing though. There are times when Terence Crawford turns that switch, but then he pays for it. You know, against Gamboa, he was trying to exchange with Gamboa. I mean, he was able to at the end. He was a lot bigger than Gamboa, but Gamboa had hurt him at one point, and that's a smaller man. John Molina is a lot bigger than Yuri Urkis Gamboa, and I'm assuming since he's bigger than Gamboa, he might punch harder. So he definitely has the potential to hurt Terence Crawford, and you know anything could happen. But I'm staying with my prediction. I feel like Terence Crawford will win. How he wins, I'm unsure. It will either be a late stoppage or a decision for Terence Crawford, and those are the two that I'm going with. Either or, I'll be satisfied. Um, and I just like this fight. But y'all guys, let me know what y'all think about this fight. That's my last video for the night. Probably put out some shit tomorrow. I don't even know. But I'll think about it. Let me know what y'all guys think about this. This Mazuma TV, and we out here.